finally made it to what's going to be one of the largest master plan communities in St. Johns County, right here in St. Augustine. I am talking about Silverleaf. And if you watch my videos, you know I do not do community overviews unless a couple things happen. So stick around and find out why. Why am I finally doing Silverleaf Master Plan Community Overview? Well, the reason being is that I was just at dinner a couple days ago at Salento, the Colombian steak restaurant. Fantastic. And I said to my wife, you know, I think it's time. I did a lot of business here in Silverleaf, this master plan community, during the COVID days, because in reality, everybody was moving to Florida, which they still are, but at that time, a lot of people were moving to the area, and options by the beach, such as the master plan community Nocatee, where I live, there was not a lot of options. And this was an alternative at that time that I felt really comfortable with, because they are basically modeling the same idea as Nocatee, the master plan community idea with all the amenities, the golf cart pathways, everything you can want in St. Johns County. And the hesitation ever for me is always about further development, especially in the beginning of a master development like this. And this is like Nocatee to me like 10 years ago, because they're in the beginning stages. We're looking at maybe 3,000 homes, I don't know, maybe more, but they're permitted to go well over 10,000 homes. This can be, quite frankly, much bigger than a Nocatee. And what makes this place great is it's in St. Johns County and it's very well located, okay? We're about 30 minutes from downtown Jacksonville, 25 minutes to downtown St. Augustine, and about 30 minutes from the beaches. But I digress. I can tell you so much more about this community. Starting right here in commercial is one of the big reasons why I'm here today. When you start seeing commercial development occurring around these master plan communities, that makes me very comfortable about where this project is going, even though we're so early on in the process. All right, so I'm at the corner of the St. John's Parkway and the Silverleaf Parkway, and this corner here, to me, signifies the future of Silverleaf. That's right. Publix is arriving to this master plan community, and that is important to me because a massive company like Publix, which is one of the most predominant grocery chains here in the state of Florida, has finally been established to build one of their largest facilities, over 50,000 square feet. Apparently, for my drinkers out there, there'll be a liquor store over 2,000 square feet right here in this corner in the center of Silverleaf. And what that tells me, because I do like other grocery stores, I'm a big fan of Trader Joe's, shout out to them as well, but what that tells me is that this community is now established, and when a company like Publix does the research and is willing to invest that kind of money in a community, that is a green light for me for the future. This area, just so you know, Silverleaf is land owned by the prominent Hudson family. And what's interesting about this is that this family has also chosen to be the developer as well. And to me, that's pretty good indicator that they really care about this project. They want to be in control, and they've managed to make big deals with commercials such as a Publix. And we're going to see medical, we're going to see schools, we're going to see plenty more commercial in this area. We're talking over 17 square miles of real estate permitted for over 10,000 residents thus far. Just to give you an idea, Nocatee is just over 20 square miles and about 12,000 homes. And so I think this is about a 15-year project, at least, depending how quickly development occurs and how many homes get sold. So let's talk about the builders and some other important things about this area that makes it a green light for me.
So as I said many times before, Silverleaf's master plan community has everything. You know, we've got all the builders, from the lower tier builders to the higher tier builders. How dare I even go there? But that's the point of having a real estate professional on your side. This is a huge master plan community, and a good real estate professional already has builds going on in the community, which I do, and is able to kind of narrow down all the communities within the master plan community and find the product that is good for you, your budget, and your family. So whether it's a low tier builder to some of the high luxury end real estate that you can build here, there are all kinds of options. Everything you can think of. That's the whole point of a master plan community. Again, going back to one of the other reasons why I'm starting to really love this project is, as of recently, one of the biggest, most national builders in the United States is doing some significant development here in Newbrook. And that's right, I'm talking about Toll Brothers. And so that gives me confidence, again, because I'm always looking at, you know, out of all tract builders, and all tract builders are not custom home builders, although they do have semi-custom builders here, and there are future plans for some pretty luxury properties here. I would say that Toll Brothers, definitely with their floor plans, their reputation on a larger scale, certainly is an indicator for me that this is a good area to develop. Again, you can find homes anywhere from apartment size, 1,600, all the way up to over 4,000 square feet. I have some amazing lots that we're building on in here right now that are 80 foot, that pan out on the back to over 110 feet. So certainly lots of options for St. Johns County, and that's why I'm really starting to like Silverleaf as that other option rather than a Nocatee, where you're certainly going to save or get more property, more real estate for a lower price point.
All right, you're still with me? Good deal. All right, so this is where we are right now, okay? Silverleaf is huge. It feels really big and spread out, but just so you get an idea of the geography of it here on the map, where Jacksonville is down here. Again, we're about 30 minutes drive there, and then St. Augustine is down here, about 25 minutes, and we're in St. Johns County, right? But it is not considered St. John's. We're right on the border here. We are considered St. Augustine, so people get confused about that, because St. John's is a municipality in St. Johns County, and Silverleaf is in St. Johns County, but in the St. Augustine section. Okay, and we are close to Rivertown, but not quite that far out west. And the two big roads that you need to know about here is the 210 corridor, where all these master plan communities are, including Silverleaf and Rivertown, and then of course the St. John's Parkway, which goes north and south down to St. Augustine. We're pretty close to Costco in World Golf Village, close to downtown, so it's a fantastic location. Now, as far as communities go, Silverleaf is very large, and so on the north section I find it to be closer to the 210 St. John's City range, and then the further south you go, you're going to be closer to the St. Augustine area. So great location, lots of neighborhoods, but you have to determine based on your job and location, do you want to be in the north end near the 210 corridor so you have easy access to I-95? Do you want to be on the west side where you're closer here to 16? We're in Newbrook right now, the Toll Brothers community, and there's actually an exit right onto Highway 16, which will literally take you all the way over here to, you could go as far down as downtown if you want. So great location and lots of access to major highways, including 9B, 95, and 16. So one of my other favorite parts of this community is, besides Newbrook, and again, a reason I like Newbrook is because Toll Brothers was really smart. They decided to create their own development, and they are including their own amenities, and they are offering everything you can imagine, from townhomes to massive luxury homes, as well as guard-gated communities and lots of amenities. So I like that option as well. The other favorite of mine is Johns Island, which again is also on the north section of Silverleaf near the 210 area. And we're going to go check it out, and I'm going to tell you why I like it so much. So now I'm in Johns Island on the most northern section of Silverleaf, and again I'm standing in front of another sign because again I think we're at the forefront. This is the deciding factor. Even though this development started in 2017 and we're in 2023, 2024, we're in 2024. The reality is these developments take a long time just to get started. So from an investor mindset as well as a real estate broker, I look at myself and go, okay, let's see where this goes. And another big determining factor besides the commercial, besides the publics that's coming into these developments is also the amenities, because amenity centers cost a lot of money to the developer. And so to see them break ground on their second amenity center here in Silverleaf, this is in the Johns Island section, another massive pool, a lap pool, pickleball courts. I think it's awesome because that's one of the big questions I get from people that are looking at master plan communities, that some of them that I'm not going to mention right now are experiencing overcrowded in certain parts of the amenities at certain times of the year, like the summer. That's a real concern. So to see them so early on in this project already breaking ground and another amazing state-of-the-art amenities center like this in Johns Island, again, is a reassurance and exciting for me as well. Now, Johns Island I like as well because I've seen in actually working on some amazing projects here. I have a current person building with ICI. And again, I didn't mention all the builders before, but you can talk about all the different tiers of builders, from a D.R. Horton to a Lennar to a Richmond American to different levels of luxury building like Toll Brothers, ICI, and then of course we have those local builders that are also well revered here, such as Riverside Homes. We have the David Weekley. So a lot of different options to pick from here. But man, I can tell you here in Johns Island, there are some amazing killer lots that I always talk about in my videos, like the pie shapes, the lake to preserve. There are so many opportunities here because we're so early on in development that these are the one-of-a-kind properties that make resale so amazing in the future. And you may not be thinking about that, but that's one of the things I think of long-term as a real estate investor. Hey, how's this house going to be if I need to resell it? It's all about location, 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 right? But at the same time, if you're moving to Silverleaf, you've got to think about it for the long term, because if you call me in 2-3 years and say, hey Greg, we have to move, we're competing against a lot of new construction. I'm talking thousands of homes that are still yet to be built here. So you'll always be competing in the resale market for years from now against new construction, and that's a hard proposition to sell. So lots of options right now, lots of builds. As long as you're going to get established here in St. Johns County, Silverleaf is a great option for you. Well, that is Silverleaf. Kudos to the Hudson family for creating such an amazing development. Whether you're a first-time buyer or retiree or looking for luxury, there's everything for everyone here in Silverleaf. So, 2 things I need you not to do. Number 1, do not subscribe to this channel. I'm not a YouTuber. I am a real estate professional. I don't monetize over YouTube. My job is to provide value for you so that you see the value in my services so that I can help you through that process. Number 2, do not buy a home without your own representation. Builders pay a co-broker fee at no cost to you so that you have an advocate on your behalf to help you through that new home buying process. And so my name is Greg DeTullio. Me and my team, we are offering additional services such as having somebody accompany you to the design center. That is a 2-day process to help you pick out all the finishes of your home, stay within your budget, find something that's going to suit your family and also be good for resale. Also, right now, we think it's so important as a promotion, we are also offering to pay for your pre-drywall inspection and your final inspection. Again, those inspections by a third-party professional are so important that we are offering to pay that for you so that you know that your home is being built with integrity. And second of all, you have the records of your home to revert back to in those inspection reports for future use. Again, I hope you enjoyed this video. I have tons of videos here in St. John in the surrounding areas. I work with all the local builders in Silverleaf and all the other master plan communities, and I hope to see you on those next videos.